You've probably been saying 333 or 444, 1111, or whatever the case may be. You may be seeing it on receipts. You may be seeing it on the wherever. Honestly, you just see it on license plates, receipts, everywhere, man. And a lot of the times you see that, right? And it feels like it means something, right? But then nothing happens. Nothing changes. You start to wonder, why am I seeing that number repeated over and over and over and over again? But my life doesn't change. Nothing really happened. I thought I was on the right path. They say follow the synchronicities, right? But I'm here to tell you that you need to pay attention to one thing. Our higher self, your inner being, is the one that knows where you need to go. It knows how to get you there, the best route to get you there. And it does talk to you with synchronicities. But it doesn't bombard you with synchronicities. So you might see 222 or 333 or whatever the case, and your life miraculously changes because you followed that sign. But for the most part, here's what it means. When you keep seeing numbers over and over and over again, repeated numbers, any number that means anything for you, it can be 222, it can be 1212, it can be 2385, it doesn't matter. It's just a number that you keep seeing over and over and over again, and you're wondering, why do I keep seeing it over and over and over again? Your thoughts are manifestations. Your thoughts don't appear unless your higher being is in a body. This body holds no true power besides the fact that it's able to complete tasks easier than other animals on earth. But other than that, it's just made up of the same stuff as any other animal. The real power comes from your inner being. And that real power is creating everything in your life. Everything in your life is an illusion. Everything. Your body is also an illusion. Your inner being is creating this illusion for you. And so this thought that you're having about anything is a manifestation. But there is a path that manifestation follows in the physical form. And this is what happens. When they say follow the synchronicities, what they mean is that the synchronicities are your manifestations. They are your manifestations. The more you see them, the more you create more of them. And so what you're supposed to do is not wonder all the time, hey, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for me? What does that mean for me? You can. But what you must realize and what you must notice is you must see the synchronicity. And I'm seeing one right now as I'm filming that I've been seeing like crazy. Realize that those are your manifestations. It's not what you want per se. It's not what you want per se. But if you follow that, and you follow those breadcrumbs of your mini manifestations, let's call it, right around the corner is the one that you've been thinking about. You just have to follow your micro manifestations, if that makes sense. So start to see synchronicities as micro manifestations. Remember, your thought is a manifestation. All right, think about it. Let's play this for a second. I want you to, if you can, safely, of course, close your eyes or keep them open, it doesn't matter. I want you to think of a pillow. A small square pillow. You got that? Now we're going to make the pillow purple. We're going to draw an alien face on it. So there's a classic gray alien face with the big black eyes on the pillow. It's purple. Now I want you to see that pillow inside a pool, underneath the pool, and you have goggles on and you're looking at that pillow. How did you see that thought? It doesn't exist, right? It doesn't. Because you are manifesting. A thought is a manifestation, instant manifestation. And so that instant manifestation has no resistance. You don't think that you can't think a thought. You know that anything that you want to think about, you can think about in this moment, and it shows up. So there's no doubt, there's no resistance, and it happens instantly. But it's still a manifestation. Then it goes down the line of the least resistant path. So you have the thought, which is an instant manifestation because there is zero resistance in that. And then you start seeing the synchronistic signs, repeated numbers, or whatever that means for you, or seeing your desire and having, or someone else having it, or whatever the case may be. So you start to see it out there. But you must realize what you're seeing is least resistance. Seeing other people have what you want is easy. You don't care if they do, and you don't care if they don't. If you see 222 on a clock, you don't care if you do, and you don't care if you don't. But it's still your manifestation because it aligns with what you were thinking about. So there's very little resistance into it. So you can just keep on manifesting, seeing numbers over and over and over and over again. But there is a lot of resistance when that comes to, say, your bank account. You care about what your bank account numbers are. So there's resistance in that, you see. And that's why you must follow the synchronicities. If you realized that the synchronicities are in fact you, follow them. You're seeing that you're manifesting. You just realize, oh, it's because I don't care about the synchronicities as much as I care about the money that's in my bank account, as much as I care that I have the relationship that I want or the health that I want. You see the difference? So start to follow the synchronicities instead of looking up the meaning of synchronicities. The meaning is always you are on the right path, because those are saying that you are manifesting what you're thinking. But hold on, before you click off, also you can use this as a warning. So if you start thinking a negative thought or about a negative person or whatever the case may be, and you start to see their name pop up everywhere, you start to see other people experiencing the problem that you were just thinking about, that is also a manifestation with least resistance for that negative thing to show up in your life. So you need to immediately fix that, my friend. You need to only think about what you want, period. That's it. Only think about what you want. Because if you continue down that path and you're seeing the signs and you're seeing what you're thinking about negatively start to show up for other people or as signs out there, that's a warning to yourself. To, hey, I gotta switch it up, man. So that's a good warning system too. So you don't have to worry about a negative thought because you'll be like, okay, I didn't see anyone else around me have it, blah, blah, blah. So it must not have been like a dominant thought that I have. But if it is a dominant thought, it's going to show up around other people around you, and eventually it's going to get to you and it's going to be in your physical manifestation. So fix it. You have to learn to control your thoughts, to stop thinking as much, to be okay with where you're at, okay? And be okay with not thinking. It's okay to not think sometimes, or most of the time. So do this for me, besides like the video, thanks. Other than like the video, for 5 minutes today, sometime today, in your bed preferably, but anytime that you want, in the shower or whatever, practice not thinking. Take a few deep breaths, but practice not thinking. Now, this doesn't mean to stop thinking. This means to just see your thoughts and the emotional tail that they leave behind, and not grab onto it. Just watch it. Just watch it like you're watching a fish in an aquarium. Don't jump onto the fish. Just watch the fish. Set a timer, do it for 5 minutes, and try your best not to attach yourself to a thought. You'll notice yourself get hooked into a thought, and then you'll be like, I was just thinking. 2 minutes later, you'll pull yourself out and realize you were in the illusion of the thought. You are separate from your thought, so you do not have to get attached to it. All of the pain, all of the suffering that you ever feel is because of your thoughts, because they bring an emotion, which creates more of that. So for 5 minutes a day, try not to think, and just try to do that every day. And you'll realize, whoa, I feel less anxious. You'll realize, oh, I'm actually manifesting easier, you know? So that's your sign, and I hope this finds you well, and whatever you're going through, whatever you have been through, it's all done. It's done. Let it go. All right? Let's move on together. Let's keep going on together. Let's manifest together, and let's get through the bad days together. So comment down below what you think. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one. We thank you for watching.